Okay guys, Michelle here. Today's what, Wednesday? I am at Chicken Man Pizza Man again. I am drifting. I don't have anything to do per se except occupy my mind with reading, which is what I do a lot. In fact, I think I need to stop because I'm neglecting what I should actually be reading. But I sat there a while ago and I thought of something, some of the advices too that I got when I was, discussing my solar. I haven't finished discussing it, it's just that it's tabled until I can get some money. But one of the things that came out from the back and forth, people giving me advice and so on, is what I want to talk about. One, the quality of the things you're buying. And two things made me think of it. One of the quotes that I got for the roofing was, they list the things you're getting and you get a total price on a quote. This is the roof now, and this video is not about the roof. I'm talking about quality. How quality has to do with what I'm talking about? No. When I looked at the listing for the $15,000 quote, 15,000 cedis quote, the thickness of the sheeting is, I think it was 0.5 or 0.05 for the zinc that they were going to use. I think it was alu zinc, right? Very few people are going to know about the thickness when you think about sheet on your house, right? I thought about the thickness because of how the zinc sounded on the roof when the heavy winds blew, one, and two, somebody pointed out that I got two different types of zinc, right? I got zinc sheetings, thin ones, and I got alu zinc. Alu zinc is what I should have bought. However, when you ask for the alu zinc, I think the place didn't have all the amount of alu zinc what I want, and they mixed it without saying it to me. So initially I thought I had gotten the alu zinc pricing for the non-alu zinc. So when I investigated and checked out, they had given me the alu zinc they had and some other type, and charged the lower price, not the alu zinc price. That's what I was told. But anyway, it made me realize that the thickness of the sheet also is important. So even if it's alu zinc, there is the level of things that can make the difference between a good roof and a not so good roof, right? Then when I was dealing with the solar, somebody else pointed out that I have to be careful about the type of battery, the type of panels that I got. So they can actually quote you a price that sounds good and affordable, but when you check out the quality of the stuff that you're getting, they're probably not top tier, right? I think somebody pointed out I should check if the panel is tier, I think 1, 2, or 3. I'm not sure which one. I'm assuming tier 1 would be the best. But I remember mentioning, after I got that advice in my comments, I remember mentioning that to one of the persons who called me, and they had no idea what tier meant. So why am I talking about this? One of the things that I pointed out as a solution outside of buying your stuff from China, the other thing was sourcing on your own. Somebody pointed out you could go to Accra, buy the things one by one, buy a couple panels, buy a battery here, put them down, do it until you have what you need. Of course, you need the connections, the inverters, and so on. You need all of those things, and then get somebody to put it in. So far, I haven't identified anyone who has the skill to put it in if I had the materials. And I don't know how the persons who gave me a quote would react to me saying, okay, I have my battery, whether 1 or 2, I have such and such panels, and I have all my things. Can you install? Right? The brackets to hold them on the ceiling, all of those things were needed. Another thing I thought about a while ago is I could buy some and let them provide some, because the prices for some of the things not so bad, like the inverter. I hear they have a hybrid something that is better to use. I'm missing it now, but I was thinking I could also get like the battery. One of the quotes gave me battery price at 28,000 Ghanaian cedis, right? I checked Claude or ChatGPT, tell them what I wanted for the house in terms of operation, what kind of things they're going to have in their equipment, and different things, the electrical appliances and so on. And they gave me a brand. Sorry, they gave me a brand, the name of a brand, and they gave me all the specs on the type of battery. And when I checked, you may have it. You may have the battery for 3,000. So it was a little bit frightening to see that for 3, and you know that depending on what you have in your house, you can increase the amount of lithium batteries you have. So I'm still gonna do some more research on that battery, but right now that was sourced as the best battery. They give you the specs on it, they give you the reasons why it's better. They compared it to some others that I found and plugged in as well. And I don't want anybody to knock Claude and ChatGPT, you know. You have to understand. I think some persons don't understand the extent to which ChatGPT or Claude in particular can be used. I know somebody right now, it runs their business efficiently and it garners them solid, consistent salary, right? And it amazes me the things that she uses it to do. I don't know, I'll probably interview or put some questions together. If you guys kind of know about Claude in particular, and you wonder what it can do, and you have direct specific questions, you could probably ask me those questions and I'll find out and get the answers for you. But I am really impressed with what it does for her and her business. But anyway, I plug in information, prompts in Claude, and you get some really, really spectacular help in any area that you want. So in the area of the solar, I plug in the things, look at the brand, and they tell you what is the difference. The other day I was doing fridge guards, and I looked them up, the different brand, the things that they say about them, and they made the comparisons and tell you why. And I was asking Claude to tell me whether or not which one would be better for the fridge, the Ikea deep freeze that I have, and I give it the specs for the fridge as well. And it go through, get the specs to the fridge, tell you why this one would be better than this one, what is the difference between them. It was really, really amazing, right? And it's a discovery for me. I know some of you guys know it already, and I know you know it already. But I am back to the solar. So I am thinking that is one way. Persons who are thinking of solar, don't just take the package, break apart the individual parts of the package. The panel separate from the battery, separate from the inverter, every single thing that you need to put your solar system together. Break them apart, search ChatGPT, get prompts. If you're not sure how to get it, research how to get the prompts and plug those in and make comparisons to what you want your house, what you're going to be using, the strength of the power you need for your house, and which type of panel is best to buy, right? And I identified some of the things that I want. As I say, I identified the battery already, and I think I'm going to buy the panel in. So I am going to, I think, get those things and find out if any one of those persons who gave me quotes would be okay with giving me the additional equipment needed to set it up. But I would buy the panel and the battery, because to me those are the most important parts of it. right? The paneling and the panels and the battery. The thing that the metal thing that they use to hold it down on the roof, the inverter, the other cords, I think is minimal to these. All right, and if it works out, I'll tell you. Supposed to get some more money to deal with some more things. Hopefully what I'm expecting to use to deal with the solar system, I get that in the next couple of months, I'm hoping. But I thought I'd share that with you guys about the solar. And it's not solar can, use this thing, tap into this resource for anything you want. All right, just thought I'd share that. Michelle again in Ghana. For those seeing me for the first time, I moved to Ghana last year. It has been challenging, but it has been very enjoyable being here. I enjoy the challenges. I've learned a lot. I'm not as dumb now as I was then in a number of ways. Personally, it's like being in Jamaica in a lot of ways to me. I remember me, I'm Jamaican born and grown. I lived in the US for 6 years. To me, those 6 years are inconsequential to who I am as a Jamaican, right? So I can tell you definitely that being in Ghana is not very different from being in Jamaica. And the things I appreciate about Jamaica, my birth country, still exists here, right? There are so many things they are moving away from in Jamaica that you miss. You can't find them. I have found them here in Ghana. And somebody recently said there's nothing positive happening to me here. The things that are happening to me here that could be considered negative, I don't think it was different in the US, and I don't think it is different in my birth country for all the years. And I left Jamaica 6 years ago. That means I lived I left Jamaica 6 years ago. That means I was living in my country for 50 years, the first half century of my life, right? So I'm in a good position to say that it's no different. The challenges are no different. I'm enjoying the challenges. I'm enjoying finding solutions to those. And I can encourage persons to make the choice to come here. It just depends on what you're looking for in coming here. All right? You still have to deal with certain people's mindset. But the Ghanaians or diasporans or other nationalities, yeah, many nationalities come here, and even in Jamaica I had to deal with those kids. People of different nationality, people from different backgrounds who get on your nerves, dishonest people, all kind of things. So I don't believe it's any different here. And just like when we talk about it in Jamaica, I'll talk about it here. So persons have inspired me through the comments, through the encouragement, and I've been doing this. So I don't know how much longer I'll continue to do it, but for now I'm okay with it. And if you want to check out my other videos, a lot of it is about my own personal housing, getting it from one phase to the other, and the property itself, the gardens and so on in it. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys in another video.